Greetings, you two model people. How is it going? It is actually Sunday night, January 11th. Can you believe that? January 11th already? That's incredible. 2026. And this is going to be a Christmas stash ad video. I have two kits here that were basically given to me for Christmas. And just a general update, what's going on. So, first thing I wanted to do, we'll get right to the stash ads, don't worry, no delay. If you want to forward to them, that's fine too. But I just want to thank everyone who commented on my video that I made announcing that I was going to be participating in significantly less group builds in the year 2026. So all the very supportive and related comments, people who can, basically relate to what I was saying, thank you very much for all of that commentary. I really do appreciate it. Again, it's not that I dreaded doing group builds and I hated it. I enjoy every build I do. Some more than others, of course, like anybody else. But I just felt, again, like it was just planned out too much for the year. All the group builds I had planned to do. And then also, like, it's constricting in what type of project you might be able to do. Great example is figures. I want to get more into figures, small and large. And there's not a lot of group builds that revolve around figure painting or bottle building, right? So that's just a good example. But then, thank you very much for all your commentary. Now, let's go straight into the stash ads. First one, strong and firm right out of the gate. I don't remember this kit coming out at all, guys, but this is the Mach 1 71 Mustang from 007. A super cool kit and something I love. Call me old school, whatever. They have on the side a picture of the actual completed model to give you an idea of what it's going to look like. And look at the big tires, or big wheels, I should say, on that one, right? Huge. Very, very cool kit. Again, I don't remember that coming out at all. Either that or it came on, maybe that's a different box art that maybe originally came out with. All that good stuff. Now, the next one, stash ad, final one, is super cool. I've known the guy, it's a husband and wife and their family, two boys they have, and I've known him forever. He grew up across the street with my best friend. They were brothers, and I have my older brother, so there were four of us were like brothers growing up, and still to this day very close, the four of us. Anyway, so they've gotten me most of the time in the last 20-ish years for Christmas. We exchange gifts on Christmas Eve night. Is a model kit, which is super cool. They come up with some really neat choices, stuff I don't necessarily think of right away, which is perfect. And sadly, though, I've only built one of the models they've given me, and I three-quarter built the other. And that's the house from Psycho. The movie Psycho is the one that's sort of on the shelf of doom. And again, kind of just tying that to the earlier discussion about group builds. That's part of the reason why I want to get away from so many group builds this year, because I want to get to some of those shelf of doom projects, which I have a handful of them, and I'd like to get them finished up. So, and again, just a heads up in case you didn't see the other video, I will be hosting the 48-hour group build weekend. That's definitely on. So, and I will be participating in some group builds, just not as many. But here we are. Check this out for a kit. This is going to be a blast. I can't wait. How awesome is that? You can't even fit the whole thing on the screen. But this is a Mobius kit. I never even seen this one either, which is Dracula meets the Wolfman. How cool is that? I don't even know what it comes in this kit. I'll have to kind of spoil it and do like see if I can find an out-of-box review for that. But this could very well easily be, we shall see when we get there, but that might be my Halloween-related build for 2026. I always like trying to build something for Halloween every year, but I didn't do it in 2025, interestingly enough. It just wasn't meant to be. But anyway, so those are the two stash ads. What else we've been doing? Well, model building-wise, The motocross bike I finished a while back as part of the Cliff and Jamie G 2025 motorcycle group build. I built the bike portion, but I didn't build the rider figure. So I've been taking my time, and it's a big challenge, as you always know with these kind of figures. They're halves, everything's halves. The legs are halves, the arms are halves, the body is halves. So I've been working on just getting some color on there, some primer, and filling seams. We're just about done with doing that. So his arms are laying over here as well. So we're getting ready to assemble the arms and the torso to the legs and all that good stuff, and do the final seam work on that, and then we'll be able to get in there and paint this. It's going to be pretty challenging. And these are decals, which I ordered. I had to get new ones because the ones I had were no good. And they're actually in one piece. There's no way that lettering is going to work, especially down the leg here with all the folds in one piece. So I'm going to have to do one letter at a time and use a lot of microset stuff and to get that to settle in there. Now, another thing I'll be starting to work on a little bit here is the my little figurine I showed him a little while back, my Fozzie Bear. His scarf is painted. Basically the whites of the eyes are painted, and I painted his hat. We've been struggling a bit to try to find the right color for him, and I went to the hobby store yesterday and picked up a few colors. This is kind of close because it's kind of an orangey brown that he is, but it's not totally orangey brown. He has a darker inner brown color. So I'm thinking I'm going to paint the base in this and then try to, even though it doesn't have a lot of surface texture there to do it with, maybe try dry brushing on that lighter color over the top to see if I can get that to come out right. Yeah, so otherwise, projects, just a heads up. I picked this the same day of last year's 24-hour build, which this month, it's always basically late in the month, although this year it's a little different. It's on the 24th of January, 12 noon, your time locally in the world, for the 24-hour Facebook model build. All that good stuff. Definitely let me know if you want to know more details. Super fun. I don't remember how many years I've been doing it. I've been doing it for many years now. Total blast to do. And I chose this kit while building last year's project, interestingly enough. This guy here, the Lindbergh Crown Victoria, this is the fire chief car, but I'm painting this as a dark gray undercover or detective car. And I have a little strobe light to go on the dashboard. I have a laptop. I have the cage that goes in between the seat and the back seat, and a few other odds and ends to go on there to make it a detective car. Again, black just seemed too common to me, so I'm going with a dark gray, something like this, for the body color. So that's my 24-hour build, which is a little less than 2 weeks from now. 13 days it'll be going. So super fun to be getting involved with that. And basically, I just started messing a little bit with my USAC build. Really, I'm not going to show you any pictures of what I'm going to do. I will let the cat out of the bag a little bit with my USAC build, which is a Camaro kit. Fred Henry picked a very cool Camaro kit. Whichever one you get, doesn't matter. They all go together very well. I'm just going to work on painting the wheel backs here. That's a little bit of hand painting. And I'm testing just a couple things, but it's going to be another weathered car project. Remember last year's Dart, I did a weathered and diorama scene. It's going to be not quite as involved, maybe, or well, maybe pretty close to being involved. A little more straightforward with paint color for this one. But yeah, we're going to do another weathered project for that. So that's enough jibber jabbers. Good old jibber jabber from me. I hope you're all doing well. Hope you had a great weekend. And yeah, we're going to talk to you in a bit. All right. So everyone, take care. Cheers.